it's interesting because there are so many different expressions of, for instance, when we talk about a seer. Last time we talked about that there are people who are seers, but they don't see with their eyes. They don't see with even the eyes of their heart. They operate much more from a feeling perspective. They're very, very sensitive in feeling. And they are seers because they're seeing something through their emotional part. Now, when you try to describe that, often to people, it's often very difficult to describe because you're trying to describe something that isn't all that describable, which sounds a lot like the kingdom, because what a lot of people like to try and do is to try and define something that's not definable.
It's like trying to grab water.
Yeah, or trying to grab the wind, or trying to determine where the wind's coming from.
Yeah.
So I think that often there are some things that we can give some description to, but I think if you're in a place where you're trying to bring something to your level or your place, or your understanding, it is so often very difficult to do, because I think you have to first of all become very comfortable with mystery, right? You have to become okay with not understanding how certain things go or work or described or whatever, because the scripture doesn't describe every single thing, and because there's so many things that are not definable, and there's so many differences. Like each one of us is very different, but we're also quite similar.